Alright, new plan. The original video I made, the computer didn't like that one, decided it didn't want it to exist, so we're gonna do it this way. So instead of having a time lapse of all the little sketches I did, I attempted to redo them in this little sketchbook. So I'm just gonna show you the sketches and talk about them. So first things first. Nice little title, no, this way. Title thingy. The importance of singing. So, the idea was to talk about the importance of singing through these little sketches, but I can still do that. So what we have first is what is supposed to be an Elmo, because one of the first singing memories I have is of a Sesame Street or something kind of song with Elmo in a tuxedo singing on some stairs. And that's just stuck with me because singing sticks with you. And that's also why we have the other things that are on here that I'm gonna figure out the right way to do this on. We got the Itsy Bitsy Spider, the Wheels on the Bus, and even the ABCs, which are way easier to learn. This way. In song form. In fact, in kindergarten, the way I learned the days of the week, I didn't realize was the Addams Family thing at the time, but it is, because the way we were taught it, and I'm going to sing a song, was, there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and there's Saturday, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. And that's how I learned the days of the week in kindergarten. There's also a song for the month. And I actually, embarrassingly, sometimes sing that song to try to figure out, wait, which month is next month? I don't know. Let's just sing the song. And so, how that kind of connects with myth and culture, I talked about in one of my papers for the Kalevala. So for that one, I did a real emphasis on the cultural aspect of singing and how it kind of can define different cultures and bring people together, because the idea in the Kalevala was that it was a song and it was supposed to be sung to a group of people when it was shared, and they bonded and learned the stories through the song. And then there's the actual singing in the story itself. That's like a whole bonus singing thing. But so, for this guy, I got my little different colored peoples that are brought together by music. And then I was like, oh wait, this is world myth, gotta bring it back to mythology. And so that's why you got this really bad looking Cinderella, because she sings songs, she sings to mice, and a lot of the Disney princesses sing to animals. But yeah, and so we're gonna turn the page. First thing, it's the Kalevala. I think you're gonna appreciate this little sketch. So we got this one, Fine Mindin', this one, and the other guy. So he's happy, he's not happy, and he's dreaming about being the muscular one that kills Fine Mindin'. And so then you got him on a sled, and then, oh bam, they crash into each other. Oh no! See, it's a lot cooler if you actually see it. But you know, I'm a great artist regardless, so it's great. So then, after they crash, Feinemann's like, wow, that was rude. And then Yokohaiman, or whatever his name is just like, I'm way better than you, so let's have a sing-off. Because, you know, it's how you show power. Singing. So they sing off, and then you get this little, like, Yokohaiman's just kind of like, la, and then Feinemann's like some magical opera singer that's like Fiona from Shrek and makes the bird explode, which is why there's this bird, and it says poof. So, for the Kalevala, as far as singing goes, singing is magic, and magic is power, power is happiness, and happiness leads to more singing, At least if you're Elmo from the very beginning, or a bunch of other people sing when they're happy or sad, but you know. Next, we got the Hopi creation, where music and singing brings things to life. We got the little birds. They were brought to life, and well, actually, first there was the earth, and then land, and then the birds, and then they made people. They made the lady first, which is why it says women first. Heck yeah! And then they made men, and then they made language. Language turns to singing eventually. Not really in this myth, but maybe. Next, in the spirit of world mythology, we have the cannibal mother and her children. Classic African myth. So you get the cannibal mother, she's like raw, and then the little two tiny kids, I don't know why they're so much smaller than her, but they are, and they're just like, ah. But then, because singing has all these powers, the little girl's just like, la la la, swiper, no swiping. She sings her swiper, no swiping song, and it's the please mom don't eat me song, and the mom's like, oh, well, guess I better go back and not eat my children, I suppose, if you sing a song about it. So again, singing equals magic, which equals power, which equals happiness, because they didn't die right then. So the formula still kind of works out. The last little story I have to talk about is the Martian. This way. So with the Martian, I got the little alien and the little disco ball and the little TV that says 70 stuff on it. But this one involved the power of singing, not really singing, but music itself in TV shows. And the fact that Watney probably wouldn't be alive if it weren't for the 70s stuff that kept him going. He definitely would have lost it somehow. Because if you were on Mars completely alone with no sort of entertainment besides your own thoughts and a little diary log thing, I think it's fair to say it'd be pretty easy to go insane. So yeah, I mean, there was even one point in the story where he talks about his theme song towards the end there, where he's waiting to be rescued, is the Bee Gees' Staying Alive, which is pretty appropriate, but it's also kind of interesting that he's given himself a theme song to kind of keep him going, and it's like massively appropriate, like spot on, because he's on Mars and staying alive, or trying as much as he can to do that. So that's where the importance of singing comes into there. So it definitely leaks into more contemporary works as well, which we can also see in the fairy tales and the Disney stories that still are entertainment today. Kids really like their singing. I mean, adults like their songs. I mean, there's like Hamilton and Wicked and all those super popular musicals that grew so fast because of the music in them. And other reasons as well, but we're focusing on the music and the singing. So, in the end, Elmo and Vainaminainen and Cinderella are all singers, and singing can create life, and so music makes the world go round. Woo! And that is the end. So the end. But yeah, that's the importance of singing in mythology. There's a lot more that I think I probably missed because I only gave a few examples because this video is already probably too long. But yeah, there's definitely more examples that can be seen. There's a lot of contemporary works where you can see the power of music and singing being implemented, and it's just really interesting how the power of naming things and the power of language and all these things kind of can occasionally combine and create something even more powerful when it comes to singing and mythology. And I do really like the little equation I made where music equals magic, magic equals power, power equals happiness, happiness equals more singing or music. So I think it's actually really relevant to a lot of the works that we've seen. So yeah, that is the end of my video. Say bye!